ricordo che quando ci sarà un bel race faremo tutti quanti insieme così. Bravissimi, ma vi ricordo anche che quando ci sarà un bel monster block lo faremo tutti così. Siete veramente incredibili, fate un enorme applauso, ma soprattutto fatemi sentire le mani a tempo! Siete veramente incredibili, fatevi ancora un enorme applauso a Lina! Ha fatto provare anche le vostre voci, quindi ora fatemi sentire la voce tribuna blu! Pochi, fatemi sentire la voce tribuna verde! Ci siete? Fatemi sentire la voce tribuna gialla! Sono tanti! Fatemi sentire la voce tribuna rossa! E ora tutta l'arena! Signori, sarà uno spettacolo!
Coach Marco Gaspari, the first match of two important games against Conegliano. You already beat them, but what makes the difference? I mean, tonight, what can be the differences tonight?
Today is a completely different match because, okay, we beat them in championship, but they changed a little bit. We changed a little bit, so we know that it's completely new. We fight for a final, so we know that Conegliano is used to play this kind of match. We are a new team for this competition, but we want to continue our process, our job, and to do something important today for sure will be really, really important, our service and our defense.
Coach Daniele Santarelli, there will be a tough match, I mean two tough games against Monza. What do you expect about these two games?
For sure a difficult match, difficult semi-final versus one of the best team not only in Italy but also in Europe. The last match versus them was very, very difficult for us. We know that today is not everything because this is only the first match of semi-final, but for sure we must play our best volleyball versus this kind of team, because if our approach is not so good, maybe we risk in the other match in Conegliano in Treviso versus them.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the CEV Super Match of the Week. We're coming to you live here on Eurovolley.tv. Today we're in the Arena di Monza near Milan as Vero Volley MONZA, who made their debut in the Champions League this season. They're taking on a Carraro Imoco Volley Conegliano, a name you'll know well. They are the reigning champions of this competition. My name's Key Michael, and I'm so excited to be your host for today's matchup. It's the quarterfinals of the CEV Champions League, and today two of the best Italian league are about to go head-to-head. Here's the first leg, the other matches that have been played already. A couple of wins on the board, but this is the first time these two teams are meeting in the Champions League. However, they certainly know each other well. They've played against each other in the Italian top league for the last 6 years. Here's the bracket. Whoever wins here today is going to go directly into the final. The two Russian teams have been disqualified from the competition. In the head-to-head, it's Conegliano who have come out on top in the domestic league 16 times to 2. However, one of those two wins for Monza came this season in February, just a few weeks ago, when Monza beat Conegliano in the Pala Verde, which is Conegliano's home gym, 3-1. So both these teams have also won 4 of their last 5 matches in the Italian league, as well as their last Champions League match. So there is so much on the line today. Monza are the home team today. They've found themselves in first position in the Italian league with 53 points, 17 wins, and 5 losses. Conegliano are right behind in the third spot with 51 points, 18 wins, and 3 losses. But the rankings are a little bit skewed. Conegliano still has 1 match to make up in the regular Italian season. Needless to say, these are two very, very well-matched teams. Conegliano in the yellow jerseys. They're the reigning champions of the competition. They have not lost to another Italian team since 2019 finals against Novara. And they're the only team this year who have yet to drop a set. So they've won all their matches in pool play 3-0. Conegliano could become the 4th team to win back-to-back titles after RC Can in 2002 and 3. Bergamo did it in 2009 and 10, and Vakifbank had that honor in 2017 and 18. As mentioned before, Monza are making their debut in the competition after winning the Challenge Cup in 2019 and the CEV Cup in 2021. They won 4 of their 6 pool play matches, losing only to Vakifbank, both home and away, 3-1 each time. Monza's going to have their work cut out for them today, as they're going to be facing the unquestioned queens of Italian volleyball for the last few years running. Conegliano have the ever-present and incredibly effective Paolo Egonu on their side, top scorer in the regular league with 478 points. That's 59 points more than the next closest. She's also the top scorer for Conegliano in Champions League this year with 43 points. In the domestic league, Egonu scored 27 points in her last appearance, and that is more than an entire set's worth of points. That's incredible. American Stanford graduate Catherine Plummer has had an impressive 19 points last weekend. Rafaela Foley absolutely dominated at the net with 12 points, 9 of them coming from blocks. For Monza, the top point scorer in this competition is Lisa Van Hecke with 66 points. However, last weekend in the domestic league, their shining star was Magdalena Stysiak. She's the young Polish opposite who put up 22 points, while no one else on the team was able to reach double-digit scoring. However, the big news for the team, as well as for volleyball fans worldwide, is the addition of a couple of new faces to the lineup. Middle Dana Retke came straight from college to join the team in January. And Olympic gold medalist and MVP Jordan Larson just arrived only a few days ago, really, to strengthen the team in the squad in the run-up to playoffs and for this competition, the CEV Champions League. So not a lot of time has passed, but a lot has changed since these two teams last met. And it's all going to come down to what they put out there on the court today. Conegliano are surely going to be seeking revenge from the last time these two teams faced off, and Monza, they've got history against them. Can Monza utilize their new weapons for another win to keep them on top of the Italian table and one step closer to the Champions League finals. Or will Conegliano rally back and show why they're the reigning champions of the competition? Here's a look at the squad for Conegliano. As mentioned before, a couple of names to pay attention to. Paolo Gonu is one of them. For Monza, number 15, Jordan Larson, one of the big names finally to make it into the Italian league. She's played an extensive career overseas, but yet to touch foot on Italian soil until a week ago, and certainly sure to make an appearance here today on court. Magdalena Stysiak, one of the big players to watch. She will certainly be scoring some points in the opposite spot for Monza, as well as this lady right here, Paolo Gonu, a world-renowned name in volleyball despite being only 23 years old. The coach of Bank once said that he was only scared of one team, whichever one had Paolo Gonu on it. And that's certainly saying something from Giovanni Guidetti. But today, another couple of Italian coaches are going to go head-to-head. Marco Gaspari heading up Monza and Conegliano's Daniele Santarelli. The whistle is blown, and that means one thing and one thing only. We are ready to meet the refs and the players. These two Italian teams are about to go head-to-head for a spot in the finals of the CEV Champions League. It could be the reigning champions, Conegliano, or the newbies from Monza. This match and the match next week will be the determining factor. The refs for today, Stefano Cesare is going to be in the head ref position. Andrea Puecher will be the second referee. And now let's meet the starters. If you've been watching along, you'll have an idea of who's going to hit the court. But first up for Conegliano, it's Catherine Plummer in the outside hitting spot number 2. Raffaella Folli, number 5, middle blocker, gets the nod, as does Asha Volosh. Number 14, the setter. Raffaella Folli, number 7, will be the other middle blocker. Paolo Gonu, the opposite, number 18. Miriam Silla, number 17, in the second outside hitting spot. And Monica Di Gennaro will be in the libero jersey. Here's a confirmation of that lineup. For Monza, starting off strong, number 3, Magdalena Stysiak in the opposite. Alessia Gennari, outside hitter, number 6. Alessia Oro, the setter, number 8. And the Danesi, one of the top blockers, number 11. Number 14, Dana Recchi gets the nod for the other middle blocking spot, as well as none other than number 15, Jordan Larson, Olympic gold medalist and MVP. New face to the team. number 10. Beatrice Parrocchiale will wear the libero jersey. And there's a confirmation of the lineup. Coaches for each team, Marco Gaspari. There's Daniele Santarelli, who's been with Conegliano since 2016, formerly of Casamaggiore. And Marco Gaspari for Monza. Has several CEV wins to his name, 2021 CEV Cup, with Monza being one of them. Just about ready to get underway. Both these teams know each other so well. They've played each other for the last 6 years in the Italian league. And the stadium is filled with fans. Love to see it. The whistle's been blown. It's De Cruyff to serve for Conegliano. That's picked up in the defense, but too strong for Robin De Cruyff. And the first points on the board for Monza in the pink. Middle for middle, captain Anna Danesi, 25-year-old middle blocker. Serves for Monza. Big swing from Plummer to start off. Olosh has hands under again. Igonu down the line. She hits it. And places the first point on the board for Conegliano. Straight through the hands of Alessia Giannati. Asha Volash to serve. Oh, a big, strong swing to follow up the error in block by Giannati. Directly down the line to Conegliano's captain. So it's point for point at the moment. Magdalena Stesiak, known for her aggressive service, goes for it. But it's brought back in. Otto under it, sends it to Redke, and a point cross court for the new player. The new face for Monza's team, one of a couple. American Dana Redke, proving that straight out of college, she is capable of not only competing at this level in the Italian league, but in the Champions League too. That is certainly an impressive start to a very long career, I expect. Balls down the line from Igonu, a little roll shot. We're used to seeing her absolutely crush the balls. But when she sees a shot open, she's going to take it. She is smart. She sees the court. Plummer's at the line. Goes for a top float. Jump float. Outside, down the line, that's Doug. Another big swing, comes back to Conegliano's side. Miriam Silla has a chance, but great defense by Monza. Again, Igonu and the tip throw, the smart play from the opposite of Conegliano. Great defense from Larson down the line. But Igonu, look how high she grabs that ball. The blockers are up there, they're in position, they're taking away space on the court, but Igonu is just so athletic. She's jumping above the block. So even when she tips, it's an aggressive tip. Larson takes that ball. And a great conversion by Monza into a point, a fast play behind. Great connection by Otto. And Redke, that's her second kill from the slide. Thirty-year-old Giannati goes cross court to De Gennaro. Silla has a swing, but that's Doug. Jordan goes for it, but the cover is not there. And that's a frustrating moment for sure for a player who swings into the block. She knows she's not in the advantage position. She's not trying to score. Swings high and hard against the hands. Igonu sends the ball back deep, and it falls into the court. Volley with a float serve. The pipe's on from Stysiak, but the tip is no good. Igonu is stronger this time, but what a dig from the Polish opposite. Easily handled on Conegliano's side. Igonu again down the line. Absolutely unstoppable. It's going to be a battle of the opposites here today. And Igonu is far and away winning so far. Making it look easy. She's such an athlete. Volley with a strong serve, but it's brought back by Monza off the hands. Larson showing her experience. Have a look at that again. A high ball, a little bit out of system. So Larson knows she doesn't have great approach here to take a swing, so she's going for the top hands of the block. She's going for the little fingers trying to hit the ball off and out of bounds. Good bring back by Igonu. Almost down, but Monza with a great dig. Larson looking for a cross-body roll, but tries to do too much with it. Still neck and neck here. It's 5-6. Conegliano with a 1-point advantage. And Igonu gives it right back to Monza. We're tied up at 6s. DJ in Monza's home gym wants to make sure everybody knows Conegliano made an error. Doesn't happen often. Maybe taking advantage of it. Down the line, picked up. Stysiak has a swing off the hands. Well brought back in by Conegliano's libero. Igonu covered. Stysiak again. Great dig, but it's out, so that's a point for Stysiak. Great dig to start it off in the backcourt by Oro. So she'll have a chance to serve. Targets Plummer. Ball is up behind to Igonu, but that's a great dig from Monza. Pipe is on, just long from Gennady. Conegliano and Silla. For the serve to the corner. Did it touch? Monza looking for a touch at the net. Is it enough for a challenge? Never mind, the call's been reversed. Points given to Monza. Robin de Cruyff back in the game. Short serve from Larson. Conegliano converts into a big swing. Good run down on Monza's side a second time. De Cruyff will not be stopped second time in a row. Big swing from the Dutch middle blocker. She gets a chance to serve, goes back. But the defense comes right back to her, and look out for that if you're a new player watching volleyball. That's something you're going to see a lot. Right after the middle serve, she often ends up as the target in the defense. And that's not to say that middle blockers are the worst defenders, but stereotypically they might not be the best. Same thing from Plummer. Cross court to Danese in between herself and Larson. Easy kill for the American of Conegliano. Asher Wolosz, 31-year-old Polish setter. Great swing from Stysiak. Get used to that name. We're going to be saying it a lot tonight. She is one of the go-to attackers for Monza's team. She is 21 years old, but 2 meters and 3 centimeters. Polish opposite. Played last season in Skandici. Before that, only in Poland. So this is her second season outside of Poland. Making a huge impact for Monza. Cross-court swing. The hammer from Plummer. Plummer, another name that Italian fans are getting used to. 23-year-old outside hitter. Played last season in Japan and previously in Monza. So going up against her former fans and friends here today. Good swing by Gennady. Got lucky there, off the hands of Igonu, and somehow didn't touch Gennady on the way down, so it's 11-10 for Monza. Oh, beautiful connection. That's something that both teams need to make sure they continue to establish the middle. We've seen a few from Retke so far in the slide, but this quick ball right in front is crucial for keeping the blockers disciplined. You saw Oro had already taken a step there to the outside, headed out to the antennas. The setters are going to want to make sure to continue keeping their middles involved. Free ball taken by Stysiak. Retke has another chance, but that's easily read. Off the block. Plummer into the block and back down on her side. Retke goes from attacking, gets herself back in the middle in time, and then throws her arms strong over the net, takes away the angle. Plummer did not see her coming. Great block by the young American. 12-11, Retke to serve. She finds Plummer, but Wolosz finds De Cruyff, and that's a connection that has years of experience together. Oh, what a beautiful turn as well, right past the right hand of Anna Danesi. Well left from Monza. Oro has a chance from the line. She finds Plummer. We're out of system. High ball to Silla. She's inside. And a great use by Silla. That's a difficult situation for the hitter. So the ball is coming from behind her shoulder. She's all the way inside the court, but somehow takes a big swing, looks for the hands, tries to use the block to her own advantage. Serve to Gennady. Stysiak looking around for a touch. We'll have a second look at that. Nice high ball, it's inside. Looks like it went long. Doesn't look like there was a touch on it. A nice penetrating block by the Conegliano players though. Gennady again the target. Stysiak has another opportunity, but that's a great dig by Gennady. And Conegliano able to convert it to a point for themselves. Starting off with a fantastic dig. And then Plummer into the hands and out of bounds. Conegliano all smiles, and it's a timeout on court.
I'm thinking about the serve. It's correct how we start to serve. More aggressive, little bit. With high ball, aggressive with the platform. They try to work every time high. The position is good, the timing is good. Just the platform. Okay? And remember the rules. If the Cruyff move there, we work more in one. Watch out deep and continue to push, eh? To correct everything.
Marco Gaspari flexing his English skills there in the timeout. He's got several foreign players. He wanted to make sure that everyone is on the same page about what they're up to out on court today. They will have studied these teams. Both coaches will have pages and pages of notes. Good finish by Larsson, straight down the middle. Venezi stepping in to take that short ball, freeing up Larsson. Going right past her American teammate, Catherine Plummer, excuse me. Oh, second time in a row takes advantage of the young player. And it's interesting to see that because Jordan and Plummer will have had several years of training together with the national team. Plummer didn't make it to the 2020 Olympics. Just barely not making the cut, but Larsson knows her weaknesses, one of them perhaps being reception. She's trying to target it right now. Oh, Gonu is dug. Stesiak has an opportunity, but that's still up. Gonu was going to go again from the backcourt, this time not stopped. No mercy against Monza's libero. Beatrice Parrocchiale trying her best, but the absolute bullets coming from Gonu. Sometimes nothing much you can do. Just try to protect your face. Vero Volley, Robin de Cruyff, excuse me, with a beautiful serve and a block by Raffaella Folli this time. Those are both two players who have played for Conegliano since 2016, both middle blockers, both incredible at their craft. Again. Oh, but a big swing from the backcourt of Monza. Let's see the players from Conegliano taking a couple of steps in either direction, not expecting to see a pipe out of Larsson. And again, Larsson has only been with Monza, the team, about a week, so not a lot of time to train, to get that connection with the setter. But Alessia Oro finding her footing, rhythm. Boldini came in to serve. Oro finds Stesiak. The joust and the throw off. Smart play from Stesiak. Grabs the ball, throws it out of bounds off of Conegliano's Plummer, who says, no, I touched it first. I want to challenge this. So the question now is, whose fingers touched the ball last? This is going to come down to the decision of the referees, the challenge crew, specifically in place for this moment. Catherine Plummer, American outside hitter. She's the one who called or claimed that she did not touch the ball last. Stesiak, the one to swipe off the hands of her competition. Good move as she was inside. She didn't have a lot of options. The ball was inside and tight. Her only option was to try and throw it, be the last one to touch the ball. When you're jousting, you want to be the last one to touch the ball, but not if you're going to joust it out of bounds. So in this case, going to be very close indeed. If you're watching at home and you are a fan of volleyball, international volleyball, Italian volleyball, American volleyball, let us know. You can tweet to us. You can catch us on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram. Just look for Euro Volley. You can also watch all these matches on demand on eurovolley.tv. The CEV website as well is cev.eu. If you want to check out the match centers, see everyone's statistics, any kind of information, it's all there. So let's have a look. Looks like the last person to touch was indeed Plummer. We're just going to have to take the word of the challenge referees. They're there for a reason. They do train for this very situation. So it's back to serving. Jennifer Baldini, 22-year-old setter for Monza. Not much of a chance there. Egonu with 0 block. Have a look. Gennady got caught in, expecting a middle attack, leaving Egonu wide open, which I can tell you is never a good idea. She already can hit over a double block. So if you give her a 0 block, it's very unlikely that ball's getting that off the floor. Stesiak's got some swing of her own. Stesiak is the Polish League winner of 2016, as well as Polish Cup winner in 2017 and 18. Showing some experience, despite only being 21 years old. Big gun for Monza. With aces like that, Magdalena Stesiak. Battle of the opposites continues. Gennady, also one of the best receivers in the league. Balls up. Plummer has a chance, but she's dug. Jordan steps in to set. Stesiak is there. Oh, great pickup by Silla in the back. Easy ball for Stesiak. Back down the line. The dig is there from Volosh. See what Egonu has, and she's looking for the touch. Trying to do the swipey. A little cheeky swipe, but Stesiak herself won the challenge for. Good two-handed pickup from Volosh. So Conegliano takes the point. It's 19 apiece. Redke goes cross court. Long and strong for the middle blocker from the USA. Great connection. We've been seeing that all throughout this first set. Dana Redke absolutely dominating the slide action for Monza. That's takes a lot of training, the connection between the setter and the middle. Great block as well. Just out. Volosh follows it to the line. And again, that's really important as well. You never want to find yourself hoping the ball out. You want to watch it all the way to the edge. Get there with your feet, with your body, with your arms, then make a decision. So 2020, Monza Conegliano tied up. Lara Caravello, 27-year-old, normally wearing the libero jersey for Conegliano, but she's coming in to serve. High ball rolled over by Larson. Great pickup. Egonu has another chance, and she finds the end line. Beautifully done by Conegliano. Look at this pickup by Silla off the hands of the block. Volosh steps in. She knows exactly who she wants to set there. Egonu's been on fire. Keep feeding your hot hitter. Carvalho again. Short one to Donati. Larson responds. That's a great set by Otto. That's fast, that's wide, that's high enough that Jordan has the opportunity to cut it off early, or she can wait. She sees Ighonu's leaning in with her block. She's taken away the cross. So Jordan waits for that ball to arrive almost to the antenna, about a foot from the antenna, and swings down the line. Katarina Lazovic in to serve for Monza. Ighonu, what a kill! Paola Ighonu making it look easy. By no means is that an easy feat. There are two blockers there, a little bit slow on the block. Maybe not expecting another ball to go to Ighonu, but by and large, Wolosz continuing to feed Ighonu. Stesiak with a chance. It's wide. So a 2-point break by Conegliano. Means a timeout is called.
No problem. Just one thing we have to correct quickly. When we serve good, with high ball, aggressive block, they are hitting high against us. High against us. Try to make block out, block out, block out. We have to save one ball of this. The difference is that, nothing more. Okay? Silla, Plummer, okay, Ighonu, we don't need to speak about this. But Plummer, Silla,
So some good advice there from the coach of Monza, Marco Gaspari, recognizing that the attackers from Conegliano are swinging high and hard. He wants a strong block. Not to worry too much about Ighonu. That's almost a given that she's going to score when she's in her rhythm. Just like that, an ace serve from Ighonu again. Perfectly timed. Perfectly timed ace. And Megan Courtney finds her way onto the court for Conegliano. Is it two aces in a row? It is Paola Ighonu. Absolutely changing the entire momentum of the match in the last 5 points. Ighonu scoring at will from the front court, the back court, and the service line. Monza's coach clutching at straws, asking for a challenge, but we all know it. That ball was in, and what a serve it was. Just like that, Conegliano take the first set. We knew this was going to be a well-fought match when we started, and it was neck and neck up until 21 apiece. And then Conegliano just running away with it. 4 points in a row. Thanks in huge part to Paola Ighonu. But both teams know exactly what's on the line here. Whoever wins this match is going to have the upper hand going into the second match. Monza had 2 aces, so did Conegliano. But Conegliano got them right when it counted at the end of the set. One more block for Conegliano than Monza. But everything pretty much neck and neck. So stick around because there is a lot more happening. These two teams are going to take a little break. But we're going to be back in just a moment to see set number 2. We're just about ready to get underway with set number 2. Monza in the pink on the right-hand side of your screen. Conegliano in the yellow are facing off two of the best teams in the Italian league. Monza currently sitting in the first position. Conegliano in the third, but still have one match to make up, so 3 points still on the table for them to take over first position. But here we're talking about Champions League. The winner of this match is one step closer to the finals. Jordan Larson to serve first for Monza. She targets Plummer. Eyeball outside off the block. Monza picking it up. Great defense, tight joust. Miscommunication between the players in the backcourt. Looked like Larson was capable of taking that second touch. Vero stepped in, but again, they've only played together for a week, so we're likely to see a few more plays like that. Robin de Cruyff, Dutch middle blocker at the line for Conegliano. Played in Conegliano since 2016. Big swing for Monza. Danesi now at the line. Great tip from the youngster. Smart change of direction in the air. You see Plummer making it look like she wanted to have a big swing. Redke a little bit late, trying to grab the ball in the air. But a good finish from American Plummer. Down the line from Volosh, picked up from Silla. Great reaction, free ball sent. Monza should be able to take advantage of this. They do it through Jordan Larson. Larson played her first match with Monza just last weekend, only entering the game in the second set. So still just finding her rhythm with this team, but certainly getting more and more involved as time passes. Good cross-court attack from Plummer. We like to see that as well. Plummer passes the ball, gets a good ball in. Volosh sends the ball right back to her. A little bonus for passing a perfect ball. Plummer to Larson. Stysiak coming in hot from the backcourt. Good save as well by Otto. A bit of a tight ball. Able to keep the ball nice and high. Still give Stysiak exactly what she needs. And to be fair, Stysiak doesn't need a lot. It just has to be in the air and she will correct. Silla with a chance. Goes wide. To Plummer. Silla again, second time she's dug. Larson down to Volosh. Oh, great, kept alive by Monza. And Larson to finish, and what a play. Teamwork at its finest. Starts with a defense right into the net. Oro's there, picks it up. Scramble play, but Larson finishing it off strong. And that must feel really good for Monza. A 2-point advantage now. Volosh sends it back to Agonu. Just long, so Monza now finding their rhythm. Again, such a high swing, even though it's out. Really impressive attack from Agonu. Bolosh pushes it back. Trusts Agano, sends her another set. Larson, cross court. Did she clip the line? It's been called out. Larson's not sure. You look at her face, gives the old, not so sure. But challenge has been called. So we'll have a look at it again in slow motion. Larson. Certainly impressive looking from this angle. Looked like it might have been in. And that's a great shot even to get past the block. Oh, beautifully done. Beautifully done. Interesting that Jordan Larson doubted it, but the coach did not. Coach Gaspari bringing in Larson just for this exact reason, Champions League and playoffs. Good touch on the block, slowed it down, but not enough for the defense to get behind it. Conegliano 4-7, still have a 1-set advantage, but it's Foley goes deep cross court. Larson into the block. She's one of those players, and this is why she often gets overlooked. She's one of the best players in the world. Not only skill in a strong attack, but have a look. She looks, block, slows down her arm, just throws the ball into the block, and there's really nothing they can do in the air. Free ball coming for Conegliano. Well handled. Silla goes cross, she's dug. See what Larson has left, cross court, she's dug. The dig is on. Larson read that well. Stesiak cross court, great volleyball from both sides right now. And it's Monza who hold on long enough to take the point. Great looking smooth volleyball from both sides. No touch. Well, challenge is on. Coach from Conegliano, Daniela Santarelli, wanting to have a second look at this play. Ball looked well and truly out, so the question is just whether or not the tippy fingers of Monza's block caught the ball on the way through. Doesn't look like it, so no touch called. Monza keep the point, and they keep their lead. Conegliano might be feeling a little pressure now. Going through a difficult moment. Timeout called.
Veramente piano e ci incaponiamo che dobbiamo mettere la palla a terra subito. Con calma, raga, con calma, perché Stesiak fa un colpo piazzato così, Larson fa un colpo piazzato così e la palla buona la tira. E noi dobbiamo fare uguale. Buttatela in mezzo, mettetela in difficoltà, pallonetto su Stesiak, non può attaccare, lavoriamo con la difesa. La palla buona la tiriamo. Dai!
Finally an opportunity for me to translate for you if you don't speak Italian. Coach of Conegliano, a little bit frustrated with the errors so far. He's saying, if you don't have the opportunity to swing, I don't want you to swing hard and out. I want you to go for tips and rolls and off the hands and off the fingers. Too many errors, we're giving them the points. Let's work with our block and our defense because we are good enough at that. 9-4, Monza with the serve. High ball to Igonu again, gets the roll off the block. And Santarelli will be happy with that one. Slowing down her swing a little bit. Hitting on the way down, causing some confusion in the backcourt. Retke not able to get under that ball, so Igonu has the serve. Oh, and an ace serve right on cue. Conegliano need a few points right now. They need to get back into this set. Conegliano is certainly capable of it through that arm right there. strong one. Larson handles that beautifully. Off the block. This is recycled. High ball to Stysiak. Well picked up by Igonu over and free ball again. Quick ball through to Danesi. See what Silla has. She's got enough heat left in her. She hasn't had a lot of attack opportunity as of yet this match. But with Igonu on the floor, Volosh wanted another heavy hitter and she goes to Silla. Beautifully played. Another timeout called.
Adesso c'è Igonu in battuta e sappiamo che inizia a fare le variazioni, quindi teniamo la palla staccata e andiamo a lavorare bene sul primo, secondo e terzo tocco, teniamo l'intensità alta come avete fatto finora, niente raga, stiamo una palla,
Conegliano creeping their way back in. Now 9-7. Monza need to focus on the first touch according to their coach. Let's see if they can here. That ball's slightly out of system, but enough to play, enough for Otto to send that ball high back to Stysiak. Gets a big swing on it. Otto finds Plummer. She goes over pass, so that's a free opportunity for Monza. Not taken advantage of. The ball is... Larson has that first ball, puts it up high to where the setter should be, but Otto, having just served, has to run in from the backcourt. Maybe didn't have enough time. This time she does. Stysiak into the block and back down on her own side. Conegliano on a run. Beautiful block from Volosh. A solo block at that. Polish setter versus Polish opposite. Those two will know each other well. And that'll feel good for Volosh. High ball out to Stysiak. She gets a second opportunity. Good touch on the block. Sent out to Plummer, who uses the swiping technique again. You can see her entire shoulders turn as she's in the air swinging. Her shoulders turn down the line, off of Larson's hands, out of bounds. Just like that, we are tied up 10 apiece. Monza Conegliano. High ball behind to Larson. She rolls it into the blockers and out of bounds. A smart, smooth move from Jordan Larson. I can tell you, having played against and with Larson, she's the kind of player that's not going to give up on any point. That was not a good-looking set for her, but she's going to find a way to score, and that's exactly why she's a gold medalist and the MVP of the last Olympics. Big swing through the pipe. Igonu absolutely unstopped there. Two blockers diving in at the last minute. You're going to have to do more than that against Igonu. Felice Parrocchiale trying to pump up her teammates a little bit. Monza with a 1-point advantage. Plummer heavy across the court. What an angle on that one. Gets that ball nice and fast from Volosh, a little bit inside. Note she's got one-on-one blocks, so she just hammers that inside with an external rotation of her wrist, of her shoulder. Finds the court. Stysiak responds. as we knew it would be, it's become a battle of the opposites. A little bit of the outsides too, not so much middle getting involved as of yet. Redke had a few opportunities there in the beginning. Conegliano really has not used their middle as much as they might like to. Foley ready and waiting for the block. High ball outside. Gennaro swings and is dug. Oh, great pickup by Volosh. Down the line, look, Jordan Larsson's there. Volosh everywhere on the floor for defense. Igonu this time with a tip. Redke keeps it up. Into the block and out. Alessia Gennaro. Keeping Monza with a 1-point advantage on their home court. Great dig there by Redke. Reading that beautifully. Igonu a little bit frustrated. Perhaps felt her hands facing out of bounds rather than back into the court, which is really important as a blocker to keep in mind. If you're going up there, pay attention to where your hands are facing, because that's where the ball is going to go. Igonu tip throw. Kept alive for Monza. Larsson goes to Volosh. Igonu now with a chance, and she finds the honeypot. Sometimes it's good to tip right behind the block, but if she sees the libero there coming in, ready for that short tip, so she goes a bit deeper right into the middle, and there's sort of a circle, a semicircle of defenders that all just stand and watch. Lara Caravello, 27-year-old server. There's Redke, she's blocked. Otto wanting to take things into her own hands. Might have been the right opportunity to do it. Yukoith looked like she wasn't ready to block. But nevertheless, a lucky break for Conegliano. And they take the lead. It's 15-14. Caravello again. High into the defensive platform of the libero. Finding the line. Beautifully done by Conegliano. She knows it's in. Paola Igonu says, yep, go ahead and challenge it. Waste one of your challenges. Happy to see it. From our angle, that looked very much in. It was a very quick challenge indeed. So the refs agree. Ball was in, perfectly placed on the end line. Igonu gets the point. Conegliano now with a 2-point advantage. They still have the first set under their belt. The last time these two teams met, it was Monza who came out on top. So Conegliano fighting to find a little bit of revenge here. Larsson again into the block, well covered. Stesiak has a chance. Goes cross with a one-handed dig by Volosh. Igonu down the line, she's dug. Jordan brings it back in, a free ball opportunity for Conegliano. Fastball behind, Igonu finishes it off. Sends it back with interest. Even she is smiling because she knows that was a super spike. One-on-one, full body timeout called.
They are pushing with the service, they are pushing with the block, they are pushing with the Igonu. So this is the breaking point, this is the breaking moment. Dobbiamo avere un attimo di pazienza e resistere, però quando arrivano delle battute facili vanno in testa, le free ball vanno in testa e dobbiamo essere precisi, punto, se no diventa impossibile.
A little bit more frustration on Monza's side. Marco Gaspari speaking specifically about the free ball. So at this level, a free ball is when the ball comes nice and high over the net and the players have an opportunity to get that ball directly to their setter, and that should be a given. That's what he wants out of his players at this point. Larsen into the block and down. Finds that sliver of space between Robin de Cruyff. She's trying to get out there, trying to beat the ball, trying to get there with enough distance between her and the net that she doesn't touch the net, but still going over the net to take away the space. It's a difficult ask. Larsen capitalizes. Good pickup. Zizak into the block, and this time the blockers find the advantage. It's a great dig as well in the backcourt by Monza. But here is Silla pressing her left arm over and facing her palms back into the court. And again, we talked about that earlier. That's crucial for a good block, is bring that ball back to the center. Well picked up in the backcourt. Oro underneath it to Larsen. Run down by Caravello. Silla has a chance. She's covered. Ball's recycled to Igonu, who almost finds the floor, but a beautiful work by Larsen to keep that ball out of the net. Teamwork here. The pickup from the libero. Larsen keeps it alive, and the miscommunication in the backcourt. Only one player anywhere in sight. Stesiak thinking she was well and truly out of that play. She was not. Igonu with 3 aces already. 19-15. Monza let off the hook there. Olosh underneath it, off the hands. Great pickup by Monza, but that's too far into the stands. So Conegliano now looking very good for this set. That's Beatrice Negretti trying to pick that one up in the backcourt. Silla, 20-16. Oh, what a defense by Conegliano. And Anna Danesi can do nothing but smile, because that is just unfortunate for Monza. Great swing, a fast swing. Caravello just gets her body in the right place to defend and deflect the ball. Sends it back over and nobody's there. I mean, the people are in for covering. Players, you want to cover your players short around where you expect the block to come, so there's just no one there deep. Conegliano again, and Silla deep serve. Plummer trying to use the swiping tool, which has been effective for a few players. It was effective on her indeed earlier. But the block by Larsen keeps the ball in play. 21-17. Conegliano still have a 4-point advantage. Short ball to Plummer, well picked up. And Monza shutting down the slide. Robin de Cruyff, one of the more experienced middles on the court, is stuff blocked. And maybe that's why we haven't seen a lot of middle so far in this game. Olosh knows she has some more reliable big hitters on the outside. She sends her balls to the antenna more often than not. A couple of changes for Conegliano. Giorgia Frosini, 19-year-old outside hitter. Played last season in A2, so it's her first season in the top league of Italy. Certainly her first season in Champions League as well. With a nice serve, sends back a free ball. Egonu from the pipe. Beautiful play. Egonu having to come around the other players, find that sliver of space on the net. You can see she goes around Scylla there, has a look, where are the blockers not? And that's where she's going to attack. 23-18. Again, Frosini. She targets Gennaro. The tip throw from Stysiak is good. Beautifully placed serve as well from the youngster, forcing Gennaro out of the offense. Sonia Candy comes in for serve for Monza. She targets Scylla. Fast ball is dug from Plummer, but she sends another one. Let's see what Gennaro has a chance to go off the head, the hands, or the head of Raffaella Folli. Beautiful dig as well by Candy. Indeed, Gennaro. Oh. Gennari off the hands. So Monza staying alive in it. An uncharacteristic error by Paolo Egonu forces a timeout called by Conegliano.
Okay, la linea cut. Okay, pay attention to the line. Really take the ball in the same on his alone here. Okay? Asha, va bene, va bene. Okay.
Coach Daniele Santarelli smartly stepping away from the microphone before giving away his tactics on this play. But from the looks of it, he said, Asha, it's good, it's good. And he made the symbol of a 1 on his hand. Then went to speak to Raffaella Folli, so chances are you might see a quick attack from Raffaella Folli here on this play. We'll have to wait and see. Monza to serve. Candy sends the ball to Scylla. Fast ball behind to Egonu, and the trick play. Running Folli on the 1 in front, keeping the blockers. Sending the ball to Egonu, and it's a point for Conegliano. Volosh has a chance from the service line, 24-21. And she finishes it off with an ace serve, just like Paolo Egonu did in the last set. Conegliano making a huge impact in the second half of that set. Volosh targeting Jordan Larson, who makes the error for the ace serve for Conegliano. What a turn of events, 25-21 both times. And it really was a pull away at the end of the set. Monza looking good earlier on in this set. But it really only ever comes down to what you do in the last few points. First to 25, and that is it. Here's a look at the stats from the second set. Conegliano had 2, Monza none. No aces. 2 blocks apiece. Came down to a few more attacks and a few more good receptions from Conegliano. Monza perhaps making a few more errors on the small things, as their coach mentioned, looking for the free ball to be perfect. The first contact, really important for Monza, especially when they're playing against these huge hitters. Great defensive plays by both teams. So set 2 is done and dusted. Conegliano is going to want to take the third. Monza is going to say, if they have anything to say, they're going to work for it. Time. We'll come back in a couple of minutes. So the players are back out on court. Set number 3 about to get underway. And as a reminder, there is a lot on the line for both these teams. There's 2 matches between one of these teams and the finals of Champions League. 2 Russian teams were disqualified for the winner of this match. In combination with this match, and the next match is going to go to the finals. So the whistle is blown, and it is Robin de Cruyff again at the line to serve for Conegliano. High ball off the hands. Otto underneath it to Stesiak, off the hands and defended by Silla. Plummer has a big swing down the line, and Conegliano put the first points on the board for the 3rd set. Monza need to make a move in this set if they're going to keep any chance of winning. High ball outside. Beautifully swung by Larson down the line. Silla's been doing a great job of defending in the backcourt. Picking up a lot of junk, but this time runs it down, dives for it. It's not enough. Dana Vetke, 23-year-old from Wisconsin in her first season overseas. Free ball for Plummer. Oh, great dig by Gennady. Another good pickup for Conegliano. Plummer has another opportunity, and she'll use it. Finds the hands of the block. Guides the ball out of bounds. It looked like it might have been advantage for the blockers there. They're ready, they're waiting. The ball's coming from behind Plummer. But she has a look at the very side of the block. Clips it off the elbow. Great ball into Otto. Larson makes the most of it. Otto speeding up that offense a bit. Giving Jordan a one-on-one, and that's what you want to see as a coach, as a player. Anytime the setter's able to hold the blockers on the other side, give a one-on-one opportunity to her attackers. Igonu responds. Using Stesiak's distance from the net, forcing that ball down. Plummer. Oh, ace serve by Plummer. Conegliano is racking up the aces right now. Plummer again with another ace. An incredible move by Plummer. What a serve right down the corridor between 2 players, forcing some decisions. 2 aces in a row for Plummer. Libera this time able to grab it up and bring it back in play for Monza, and Stesiak to swing off the hands of the block. Great play by Gennady. 3-5. There's Stesiak. Statistics, 11 points so far. Make that 12. A huge block from the Polish opposites. Perfectly pressed in. Have a look, her hands, her right hand is what makes the difference here. She brings it in and forces it back towards the center of the court. So she's penetrating the net with her shoulders, with her hands, and facing her hand back to the middle. Roy finds herself back in the lineup as the libero will take a little breather, and Raffaella Folli back to serve. Perfect reception. Beatrice Parrocchiale absolutely passing nails. That one went directly on the top of the setter's head. Oro has all of her options, but mainly is able to use a fastball to Danesi, who hasn't seen a lot of action in the attack so far this match. Middle for middle, Volosh says, anything you can do, we can do better. Uses De Cruyff 1 foot behind. Again, a great ball in, and De Cruyff using the angle to her advantage. The ball's a bit inside, so she swings, she cuts it off early, takes that angle. Very close serve by Egonu, but everyone on Conegliano looking resigned to the fact that it was out. No challenge called. Monza creeping back in at 6-7. Another strong serve. Overpass. Redke sends it back to Plummer. Silla is covered. Fast set from Conegliano's libero, Monica De Gennaro, setting as if she is a front court setter. A fast and a high and wide gives Silla all the options, and a cheeky tip is all it takes. Silla down the line to Larson. Redke off the hands. Miscommunication, but Volosh does not care. Two players calling the ball. Perfect placement, but Volosh taking that moment. She sees that Redke has just attacked, so she's back. She's taken a step to one direction. She knows she's going to have a difficult time getting back in to block her. Good moment to dump by Volosh. Plummer finds the sideline. Catherine Plummer, the Stanford graduate. She's also had some experience in Japan as well as in Monza earlier in her career. It's always nice to go back and play against your former team, some friends, now opponents. So Anna Daviskiba, the 22-year-old Belarusian, in her second season with Monza, comes in and does some damage on her first touch of the ball. Daviskiba looking for the deep corner. Well left by Conegliano. Creeping closer to the end line, 11-7. Cruyff, formerly of Vakifbank, Piacenza and Germany before that. Finds herself as the target in the defense. Something we talked about earlier on in the match. Larson knows exactly where she wants to put that ball. Sharp cross inside the 3-meter line. Is difficult to defend by all standards. Redke to Silla. High ball to Plummer. She's dug. Oro feeds her middle, and Danesi Gets an easy dribble over the block of Foley. She's only got one blocker on her, but it is high and it is a hard block to get past. So instead, just tip her right over. No one is there to defend. 9-11 Monza staying in it. Volosh goes to Larson, puts her in a difficult position, but Otto gets them out of it. Puts up an extremely hittable ball to Stysiak there on the opposite position. Stysiak sees that corridor. They've given her a lot of line. She's going to take it. Otto. Plummer is at the line. Point for point. You're going to see a lot of service errors at this level. Both teams know how crucial it is to put pressure on the receivers. If they're giving a free ball in the serve, they're going to get that ball straight back down their throats. They know that they need to be aggressive, and with that comes a ratio of risk to reward. Ace to error. Tip from Stysiak, that's picked up. Or is it down? We play on. Swing into the block. Silla's out of the options, but Igonu can finish nevertheless. Good work by Conegliano to keep their wits about them. Rolling off the tape. Stysiak coming in for the tip, leaving a wide open cross-court shot for Igonu. She'll take it, and along with it, another point. 14-11. Carraro sends a short one. Monza making them pay for that short, relatively easy serve picked up by the libero. Fastball in. Danesi cross her shoulder. You can see she's got one block in front of her. Makes a decision, takes a direction. Smart play. Redkey ready for the overpass. And that's what we talk about with this ace to error ratio. It's so important the servers are putting pressure on the receivers and forcing this kind of situation. Volosh cannot touch the ball. She's a backcourt setter right now, so Redkey has the entire opportunity to score. So does Igonu. Keep feeding her. She's the hot hitter. Volosh knows it. Redkey is drawn in to stay with Robin de Kooijf there in the block, and Igonu gets a one-on-one. It's a dangerous position for any team. Timeout is called. It's 13-15 advantage Conegliano.
First service. I think she pushed. I think that the first one she pushed. If they make break point, maybe she change. Okay? So, if it's aggressive serve, in the middle of the court, Wolosh is front row. Wolosh is front row. Oi, girls, we are there. With one service, hey, more ready for flash ball, Watch out, we are pushing with the service. Ready to roll.
So expect a tough serve from Igonu here. That's what Monza was expecting, and the coach calling out. And as a reminder, Volosh is front row. What he means by that is pay attention when she has the opportunity. She might send the ball over on the second touch. Egonu has a swing, puts it away. Good push by Volosh. A three-man block up by Monza. Egonu does not care. She has zero regard for whatever the other team's trying to do against her. She is just a scoring machine. Short ball, perfectly placed. Silla finding the spot between Larsen and Redke, and that's just a miscommunication error. At the end of the day, these two players, they know each other from the USA, but do not have that much experience playing together in Monza, only a week. Down the line, just wide. Larsen giving the info to the coach there. Don't worry about challenging. That ball was out. Don't waste it. No touch. So a couple of changes. Redke pulled. And Sonia Candy is on the court. Great ball in from the libero. Candy, does she find a tip through the block? A little bit, looked low for her, but not low enough to grab the block. Yes, certainly a low set. Otto trying to find a way to change things up, but need to give a little bit more height to her hitter there.
If we want to fight with this team, first of all, not this pace. First of all, not this pace. We are playing in a match. We cannot work hard and put outside like in the trash because I don't know what. Bad ball, we say. Good ball, address.
Monza responding through Larsen on the outside, trying to get her team rallying here. They know they're on the last leg of this match. We're in the third set. Surprised face by the Conegliano player. That is exactly what Jordan Larsen can do. No surprises there if you're a volleyball fan. Sonia Candy finds a plumber and she gets a high ball with a block to follow it up. Anna Danesi, Alessia Oro making a monster block just when it's needed. They need to stay alive in this set. It's 17-20, and a timeout is called.
Really take the ball in the sim, okay? Don't cross the shot. Here you know what I want, ok? Raghe, Larsson, porca vacca, andate dietro al muro in difesa, ha tirato solo lì. State lì col 5, cavolo. Vai, via.
Some strong words there from the coach of Conegliano. A little bit frustrated about Larsson at the moment. He has scouted her. He's decided, right, she hits only cross court. She only hits that really sharp cross. So that's where we want our players to stand in defense. Zone 5. Igonu goes off the hands, gets the touch, out of bounds, and one step closer to taking the set. Beautiful placement by Volosh, gives her the height, gives her the speed, and Igonu goes through the hands of the very experienced player, Jordan Larsson. Volosh finds Daviskiba. Larsson again goes cross, this time she's dug. Free ball sent back. Danesi all over it. Larsson again, cross court, recycled. And Danesi through the middle. A great play by Monza. Recycling that ball 2-3 times in a row, finally sending it through the middle. Danesi, the baby shark and captain of Monza. Volosh, again, love to see it. That's the second or third time in a row now that Monza scores through the middle. And Asha Volosh says, all right, let me see. Here's what I've got. Here's my response. You know who I've got on my team? Raffaella Folli, and she can do that. I can tell you, having played with Asha Volosh, she is a competitive player. She loves to use her middle when possible. Big block by Folli. Beautifully placed. Perhaps more Igonu than Folli. Yep, the right hand there of the block. Again, pressing into court, taking away the space. Very little area for the hitter to go. Overpass. Igonu left it, but Volosh took it. And that one called out and left by De Gennaro. So just like that, Silla has put us into position for Conegliano to win this match. It's 24-18. Plummer has a serve. She finds Larsson. Fastball through the middle, and Danesi scores for Monza. Keeps them alive, but not much that Monza can do right now. Conegliano on match point, 24-19. Larsson has the serve, but it's going to take somewhat of a miracle at this point. Goes to De Gennaro. Picked up by Monza. Larsson sends it over. It's a free ball deep to De Gennaro. Through to Folli. That's Doug. Daviskiba off the hands, picked up in the back by Megan Courtney. And to finish it off is Miriam Silla. What a swing, and what a finished point for Conegliano. They've done it, 3-0 over Monza. Conegliano are the reigning champions of this competition, and they have not dropped a set. They continue their run today, 3-0 over Monza, who is the #1 spot in the Italian league right now. So Monza now in a really difficult position. Here's another look at that last point. Great pickup in the backcourt. Volosh wide and fast. Right past Lisa Van Hecke. her right hand down the line. And that is how it's done. Conegliano not messing around. Monza are debuting in this competition. They've had a fantastic run so far, but they've found themselves up against the reigning champions, and that's not a place that anyone wants to be. Here's how it was done. 7 aces for the team in yellow. 5 blocks apiece. Everything else pretty much neck and neck, but the serving aggression from Conegliano, huge difference. Monza really not able to use their middle that much, had to send that ball high and wide, relying on a lot of out-of-system plays. Conegliano converting into a win for themselves. So these two teams will face off again next week on the 17th at 8:30 p.m. Italian time to see who will advance to the semi-final. Monza need to win 3-0 or 3-1 if they want to play a golden set. But Conegliano in a very good position. So be sure to check the schedule, tune in for that match. But of course, the replays will be streaming. Even if you're busy, you can catch up on these matches as well as every other match that's been played so far on demand on Eurovolley.tv. Your subscription is good for both the men's and women's Champions Leagues, so be sure to make the most of it. Get your fill of the best volleyball players in the world doing what they love to do. As always, you can follow along on the action, the CEV website, cev.eu. You can check out all the match centers there for stats, scoring, points, replays, highlights, anything you want. Be sure to tag us if you're enjoying the content on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you like. We look forward to bringing you a lot more exciting volleyball in the coming weeks and months. If we're lucky, we're going to get an interview here from one of the players. Conegliano looking very strong indeed. Coming into today, maybe with a little bit of doubt. They lost a big match against Novara last week. So number 14 from Conegliano, it's Asha Volosh, chosen as MVP of the match. The Polish setter running the offense on Conegliano's side, and she's got a lot at her disposal. She's got Pauli Gonu. She's got 2 of the best middles in the game, Robin de Koyf, Rafaela Foley. Also got Catherine Plummer, who devastated Monza with her absolute hammer today. She comes in and out of getting playing time for Conegliano. Great to see her contribution today, the former Stanford player, also former Monza player. So she'll be happy for this win here today. Monza's Anna Danesi is a former Conegliano star, so that will hurt a little bit extra.
A bit difficult game, but at the end Monza came out, then you start playing your volleyball. What makes the difference tonight?
Of course this game was really important, especially like at Monza home. We knew that Monza, they had like really good period of playing really good games. We were like a little bit down, but also like at the beginning of the match, I think we were like a little bit too afraid. But thankfully we start like from half and set, and then we start to push a little bit more. We were like more ordinary in defense, block and attack, and I think this was the key of the first set. After, of course, we had a lot of energy, and finally we showed kind of like how we are, how Imoco is.
Do you think it is a step into the final, or the second game will be tough as well?
Will be the same tough, because Monza is the great team, and for sure they will come to Conegliano much more aggressive, and they want to try everything to win, you know. At unfortunately, like this couple, like this quarter semi-final, I don't know how to call it. It's really tough, but it is like Champions League, you know. So I hope we can repeat the level of our game, and then we'll see.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So there we go, a couple of words from Captain Asha Volosh. Conegliano have won this match. They still have a home match to win. You can see there in the final if they make it through when they play again on the 17th. That'll be them heading through to the final. The two teams from Russia were disqualified from Champions League due to the international affairs happening. So the winner of this leg between Conegliano and Monza, these two matches, the winners going into the final. Monza has another chance at home very soon, but it's going to take a lot to come back. So I'm going to leave you with these highlights. I hope you enjoyed the match. 3-0 for Conegliano in Monza's home court. For now, from all of us here at the CEV, thanks so much for watching. I'm Key Michael, and I will catch you guys on the next one.